Hello friends, in this session we will be talking about the tangent to a circle. So first let's take a quick recap on circle and its definitions. So first of all, what do we understand by a circle? So we know a circle is a collection of all the points in a plane which are at a fixed distance from a fixed point in the plane. So that fixed point is O in this example, and that is called the center of the circle. The fixed distance, this distance is called the radius, we represent it by r, and this boundary is the circle. So circle divides a plane into three parts. First is the interior of the circle, which is marked in this blue color. Then is the circle itself, which is this black boundary. And then exterior of the circle, which is this white part, which is outside of this circle. So now what is a tangent to a circle? So before we move on to the circle, we also know other important terms related to the circle, which are like semicircle, a chord, diameter, the minor and major arc, minor and major segment, and minor and major sectors. And we also understand the circumference of a circle. So if we have this circle, we know that PQ is a chord here, and if we draw another line from P passing through O to the other end of the circle, let's name it U. So PU becomes the diameter of the circle. We know that this PQ is the minor arc and PRQ is the major arc. We know that PU divides the circle into two semicircles, into two equal halves, which are called semicircles. We know that this chord divides the circle into two segments, the minor segment and the major segment. And we also know that if we draw two radius, say for example, this radius we've drawn, then the part of the circle which is between these two radius and the circumference, that part, that arc of the circle is called the minor sector, and the other will be the major sector. So all of these terms we are familiar with. Now if we draw a line ST, this ST, in such a way that the line and the circle have no common points. So we have this circle and we have this line, they have no common points, then this is a non-intersecting line. We can also draw this line in such a way that it intersects the circle at 2 points. Say for example, we draw this line in such a way that it is intersecting at this point and this point. So this line is called a secant. So now we also know that the chord also joins 2 points on the circle. So what is the difference between a chord and a secant? Chord is just the line segment joining 2 points on the circle. So PQ in this example is a chord. But if we draw a line extended on both sides, then this, which is intersecting the circle at 2 points, then this is called a secant. So chord is a part of the secant, and that part of the secant which is intercepted by these 2 points, say for example we call them A and B, that part of the secant is called the chord. Now if we move this line in such a way that only one point is common between the line and the circle, then the line is called the tangent to the circle. So we have this circle, we have a non-intersecting line, and we keep moving it towards the circle, and we move it in such a way that it has one common point with the circle. Then this line is called the tangent. And if we keep moving it further in the same direction, then it will become a secant, because then it will cut the circle in two distinct points. So tangent is to a circle is a line that intersects the circle at only one point. So we can say that we just said that if we continue to move this line in the same direction, it will become a secant. So we can say that tangent to a circle is a special case of a secant when two endpoints of the chord coincide. So we are saying if we have this line and we are moving it here, and this point where we have just one common point, this is that special case of the secant where the two endpoints of the chord coincide to make this, to get this one point. So this is a tangent, and as we keep moving it, we will get a secant. The common point of the tangent and the circle is called the point of contact, and the tangent touches the circle at this common point. There is only one tangent at a given point on a circle. So if we draw a circle and we are given, say, let's draw it with a different color. We're given this point and we need to draw a tangent, draw tangents to the circle at this point. So we'll be able to draw only one tangent. We cannot draw multiple tangents at a given point on the circle. There is only one tangent possible. And there are only two tangents parallel to a given secant, or there is only one tangent parallel to a given tangent to a circle. So we are saying if we have the circle and a secant is given to us and we want to draw tangents which are parallel to this, we'll be able to only draw two tangents. One will be here and one will be here. This one. So we'll get only two tangents parallel to a given secant, or if we have one tangent which is given to us, we can only draw one tangent parallel to this tangent. Now another point which is very important about the tangent is no tangent to a circle is possible from a point inside the circle. Now we have a circle, and if we are given a point inside the circle and we are told that we need to draw a tangent to the circle from this point, it is not possible, because the moment we try to join this point to any point on the circle, we can see that if we extend it on the other side, it will intersect the circle at another point also. So this will become a secant and not a tangent. So only tangent will be only possible if we have this point move to a point on the circle. So which we've already discussed, that if we have a point on the circle, we can have only one tangent. If the point is inside the circle, we cannot have any tangent to the circle from that point. And now coming to again mentioning the same thing, only one tangent can be drawn passing through a point lying on the circle. But if we have a point lying outside the circle, we can get two tangents drawn to that circle. How? Let's see this. So we have this circle and we have this point P which is lying outside the circle. So from this point P we can draw two tangents. One is PT2 and the other is PT1. So this number will always be fixed. We cannot draw more than two tangents. So two and only two tangents can be drawn from a point lying outside the circle. No tangent can be drawn from a point lying inside the circle, and one and only one tangent can be drawn from a point lying on the circle. And now if we are drawing two tangents from a point lying outside the circle, the length of the segment of the tangent from this external point P to the point of contact, which is T1 or T2, this is called the length of the tangent. So we are saying PT1 or PT2. PT1 is the length of the first tangent and PT2 is the length of the second tangent. Friends, I hope you enjoyed the session. If you find it useful, please like it and share it with your friends. You can visit us at our Cool Smart Learning website and post your queries there. And please subscribe to the Cool Smart Learning channel for getting updates on the new sessions. Thank you.